Morning everybody, happy Monday. Hope you're all keeping well and safe and that you're still enjoying life, although it's a little bit different. I'll just wait for a few people to come in and hopefully we can join together this morning on some mindfulness and say hi to everybody. It's another beautiful day, another sunny hot day. I hope you're all enjoying the weather. Morning Alicia. And yeah, I hope you're enjoying the weather and being able to get out in your gardens if you have one, or just have a wander. Now we're allowed a little bit more to go out and exercise and meet with friends. So morning Cheryl, morning Barry. Just give a few moments for a few people to come in and see what we can get up to today in this mindfulness session. Hope you've all had a good weekend. I don't know what you've all been up to. I know Alicia's been moving into a new accommodation out of her uni house for the first time in 3 years. So we're just wait a few more moments and then we'll start this session. Later on today we're going to have another chair yoga and we've also got Margaret with one of her essential oils. Hi Lauren. And yeah, so it's going to be quite a nice busy day. We'll be putting up Alicia will be putting up a quote, and Cheryl will have her guidelines, new guidelines from the government coming up. So today I wasn't very prepared, I must admit. I had quite a day yesterday where I took a couple of antihistamines and it sort of threw me a bit and I was very sleepy, and so I'm just sort of waking up again, and I've been helped by one of Margaret's little blend oils that we done back in group at Tenham actually, and I done Prepare, and so I've rolled a bit of this on and I'm feeling a little bit more prepared. So when we get back to groups and we've got Margaret come along, these are fantastic, and she allows us to do one of these that we get funding for. So come along, it's free. Make up one of these roller blends and choose something that helps you, and this one's really helped me prepare this morning. So right, what have we been up to? We've had the book club last week should I say, which was really good fun with Bev, and this month we're reading this book, which is Keep Home Fires Burning. Now I've actually run out of copies of the hardback of the actual book, but we have still got some Kindle versions, so if anybody does want to read and join in this month, just drop me a message below or email me at lesley@friendlyfacesofkent.co.uk and I can get a Kindle version free of charge sent over to you. So it'd be really great if you want to join in with Keep the Home Fires Burning, and we'll be reviewing this on the last Tuesday of the month. So that's that. Something I wanted to share with you as well was that Mind do a fantastic booklet called Making Sense, and this is all about mindfulness, and it's making sense of mindfulness. And you can download this or just read it online, and it tells you all of what mindfulness is about, and gives you sort of a bit of a summary really of what mindfulness is, an introduction to it. And they have some really useful contact details on the back as well. So if you can't download them or print them out and you would like a copy, just again drop me a line or a message below, or give me a call on 07825 630 108. Got it right this week. And I can print you a version and pop it out in the post to you. But it's really good because it's a great source of information, gives you a guideline as to what mindfulness is about, and also gives you some really good contact numbers. So again, that's on the Mind website, and it obviously tells you how mindfulness can help with your mental health and other illnesses as well. But yeah, so drop me a line if you want a hard copy of that. Now today I wanted to really go back right to the beginning when we started talking about mindfulness, and we were saying how being mindful isn't about sitting for hours in a quiet space listening to lovely music like we've got in the background here. It's about introducing it into our everyday lives, and part of being able to introduce it means that we're not always going to be sitting somewhere quiet, and it's being able to meditate, connect with your breath and become mindful when there is noise outside, when you are perhaps busy doing something. And being mindfulness can be, you can be mindful while you're washing up. It's about doing and enjoying what you're doing at that moment. It can be when you're doing your housework, the hoovering. It can be when you're playing with your children and enjoying your children. So today I thought what we would do is try to connect with our breaths, because this would be a really good indication of whether or not you've learned a little bit more over the last few weeks, hi Joy, about mindfulness, and whether or not you are actually able to take the next stage where when it is a little bit noisy around you, you can actually still connect with your breath and then move into a relaxation if that's what you want to do. So what we're going to do is, in a moment, I'm going to turn off the lovely music in the background, and if you're at home or wherever you are at the moment and you're sitting quiet and you've got no noise around you, because obviously you was getting prepared for this morning's mindfulness session, I want you to open a window or open a door, or if you're even sitting in your cars or something, wind down your windows or step outside into the garden where there may be a little bit of noise. And what we're going to do is we're going to see whether or not, with noise in the background, if we can actually connect with our breaths. And then during that time, after we've connected with our breaths, I want you to then try to listen to what's going on around you. So actually hear the birds singing, or the children next door playing, or the cars going past. And try to count in your mind, while still being mindful and connecting with your breaths, how many different sounds you can hear, but are still managing, once you hear them, to return to your breath. So it's not about just sitting listening to things outside. It's about connecting with your breath and then acknowledging there's a noise, but then bringing yourself back again to your mindfulness, to your breath. So that's what we're going to try to do. So I will turn off my music. Let me pause my music if I can. I will be able to do it in a moment. There we go. Doesn't want to pause. There we go. Right, so I'm going to open my windows. Everyone do the same. Make sure that you might not be able to hear that much. I'm at the back of my house, so I can't hear that much. But I can normally hear the dogs next door barking a lot. But they're not out yet. So first of all, just relax your body and just listen to the things around you firstly, so you can acknowledge whether or not there is some noise outside around you. And what we're doing is we're just identifying noises around us outside with our window open or our door open, or in actual fact step outside and sit outside and listen to what's around you. Okay. So we haven't got this pure quietness with the relaxing music in the background this morning. We're using what's around us to be able to identify and be mindful in the moment of what is around us. So now we're going to connect with our breaths like we have been every week. And then during that exercise, I want you to listen to what's around you outside. Identify what it is and know what it is and accept that, and then bring your mind back to your breath and your mindful meditation. So let's just relax our shoulders and our arms, relax our buttocks and our legs, and relax our minds. And just breathe, just your normal breath, not changing it. just breathing in and out normally and connecting with your own breath as you relax and enjoy, allowing your shoulders to sink towards the ground and relaxing your back and just breathing and connecting with your breath as you just breathe in and out and relax your mind and your body. And let's just take a few breaths and try to focus on our breath. And now allow your mind to engage with what's happening outside and some noise and identify what this is. And as you do so, be comfortable with that, and when you are, bring your mind back to your breath. And just breathe and relax. And then again, allow your mind to wander to the outside. Listen and hear. Identify. Allow, and then bring your mind back to your breath. As we just breathe and relax, as we can lightly hear noise outside but still connecting with our breath. As we relax our toes and our legs and our buttocks, relaxing our tummy muscles and our chest, up to our shoulders that we are sinking towards the ground, our arms, our hands and our fingers. Moving up across our back to our neck muscles and relaxing them. And now to the muscles in our face, relaxing and releasing and clearing our mind. As we just breathe. And again, allow your mind to gently wander, embracing the noise from outside around us. Identifying and then returning to your breath. And just breathing. And now as you breathe, hear the outside and try to count how many different sounds you can hear. As you still allow your body to breathe and relax. Now fully come back to your breath. And just take 3 more breaths. And gradually bring yourself fully back to the room that you're in. and back to your body. Now, how did that feel? That was really different, wasn't it, than just doing it quietly with music and relaxing. I'm just going to shut my windows again now. I'd be really pleased to know whether or not you managed to do that, and how many outside noises you managed to identify and yet still be able to come back to your breath. I know some of you won't be following this along live, and you'll do this later on, so perhaps you can comment later and let us know how you get on with that, because if you've managed to do that today, oh sorry, I've got a really itchy nose, it's pollen. If you've managed to do that today, that means that you've sort of come a little step further on the mindfulness, and that you're managing now to introduce it into your everyday life. And I can actually enable myself to meditate now sort of really anywhere, anytime, and one of my best experiences is when I'm at the dentist, because I now manage to have dental treatment without being so frightened, because I manage to connect with my breath and breathe and allow the noises that are around me, which used to frighten me, like the noise of the drill and things, allow me to have my treatment without being too jumpy and too scared. So it becomes a really useful tool in life, really. So it's worth continuing, and if you haven't managed to do it today, just keep Barry's saying it managed to work for him. He's managed to listen to outside noise and yet still come back to his breath. So if you didn't manage to do that today, continue with connecting with your breath, and then just gradually maybe introduce a little bit of background noise. You know, maybe try first of all not to do it with any music in the background, but with your windows shut, still in a quiet room, and then gradually open a window or two, and just see how you can build on that, because as I say, it becomes a really useful tool for life, really. Yeah, I'll be really pleased to yeah, I can see what Cheryl's saying here. She managed to incorporate them in naturally and still feel really relaxed, and that's the art of mindfulness, really, because we're not all Buddhist monks, and we haven't all got hours to just sit by a running stream listening to that and not engaging with the world. Unfortunately or fortunately, we all have to live in today's society, which is quite noisy, and there isn't often times where you can totally block yourself off. I know at the moment that's a bit more able to at the moment than normal, but as we return to normal, it'd be really lovely if we've managed to introduce mindfulness into our lives, so that we can go back out into the big wide world and still feel relaxed. And if we are feeling a bit anxious about that, which I know people are beginning to from just my talks with members and friends, that we're becoming a little bit anxious, and hopefully being able to relax and connect with your breath when you're feeling a little bit anxious, maybe in a supermarket, or you know, travelling to places where there's more people around and we've still got the fear in our minds, we can connect with our breaths and gradually calm ourselves down and our anxiety. So yeah, hopefully I've been able to help you a little bit this morning with that. Next time, next Monday, we're going to do a visualisation where we're going to introduce meeting an animal within the visualisation. And animals are really significant in our lives, and within sort of mindfulness and spiritual work. And then I will be able to tell you what your animal means to you, hopefully. So that's what we're going to be doing next Monday. So hopefully you'll want to come along and join in. As I say, if you want the ebook of Home Fires Burning, which is this month's read, which we will be reviewing at the end of the month, the last Tuesday of the month. I've still got some Kindle versions, they're free, so just drop me a line, comment below and get in touch. Now, this month there's going to be a couple of changes to our programme. We're still carrying on with mindfulness on Mondays and Alicia along with our yoga and Margaret on a Monday. On a Tuesday we've still got Alicia with her poetry. Wednesdays we're still doing our crafts with Cheryl. On Thursdays we're having Mick with the gardening, but it's going to diversify slightly from just doing the questions, and it's going to bring this into what's happening around us at this time of year. So that would be a bit more interesting because it's seasonal and what's going on at the moment. On Fridays we're going to still have Rebecca in the mornings for the next few weeks, but then in the afternoons and after Rebecca's finished her sessions with us, what I'd like to do is have a feedback Friday where I'm hoping that everybody will start writing into me, commenting, letting me know what you've all been doing during shutdown, during this virus, if you've taken on some new skills, if it's awakened some of the things that you used to do, maybe with our gardening and our crafts, it's made you want to get back out there and do something you've enjoyed in your past. It will also be a chance for you to let us know if you want to get in contact with any of the other members. It'll give us a place to be able to comment and share with some of the people that we haven't seen for the last couple of months, that you've all become friends with at our group. So it'll be a place for you to be able to ask if they're okay and then comment to say whether or not how they're feeling and doing. And it'd be really great if you could do this with us on a Friday. It gives us a chance to find out whether or not we've been doing right for you, what we're doing is working, and also comment if you've got any ideas of things that you'd like to see going on here. Of course, it also helps us with funding. Hopefully, at the end of all of this, we will still have Friendly Faces of Kent groups. And of course, we're already thinking about onward funding. And if we have any feedback via comments, letters, that really, really does help us. So again, if you want to send me anything, any tips, any feedback, anybody that you would like to get in contact with that we could pull out on a Friday, just comment below or contact me at Lesley@friendlyfacesofkent.co.uk, or indeed give me a ring on 07825 630 108. Or you can actually write me a letter or drop anything in the post to me and address it to Friendly Faces of Kent, 66 New Road, Sheerness, Kent, ME12 1LN. So I look forward to hearing from you all, and thank you for this morning. See you next week. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye.